Lucky Base 1391 here, and welcome back to Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. We continue our story. Let's move! It looks like we can do some stuff around here. But that'll come later. As we move on to the next day. Meeting the chip. How?
Yo. Hmm?
Damn it.
Suspicious? What's this? Oh. Huh. Nah, we got stories to do. We got stories to do. Another time, another time. Oh.
Hello. Hey.
Try not to trigger.
I'm all fired up.
There's so many people here. Okay, cool. Keep that annoying voice of yours down. Jesus. Lady, we've done everything you asked. First of all, here.
Hmm?
Huh? This is the 10 grand we paid you. I'm not so hard up that I got to exploit the dumbest assholes on Earth.
Huh?
What? Haven't you heard of putting your money where your mouth is? Just a little test of mine. I guess I appreciate you being careful. And giving it back. It's a boat. Get in.
Hey, lady. Where are we headed? The sun's going down. Whatever then. I'll just sit here. Could use the shut-eye.
We're here.
We are? What?
Excuse me, what do you mean we're here?
Yeah, it's the middle of the ocean, lady. Oh, bursting for a piss, too. Don't you dare pee in my boat. Right there. See it?
That a cruiser? Here it comes.
Listen,
Huh? Okay.
right now, we're short on faith, but shorter on time. Trusting you is a gamble. For your sake, don't let me regret it.
Whoa. She'd be serious.
I'm not sure I get you. But when someone bets big on me, I pay off.
Hope so.
Hey, how about you talk straight with us?
Best place to hide a tree's the forest. Here, we've got something better. We keep precious cargo at sea.
No kidding. Akane-san?
I suppose I should say hello, Ichiban Kasuga-san.
72 hours!
Now it makes sense. Hiding out on the ocean. Rice was scouring the city, but they were never there. And you were the old woman's contact this whole time.
You watch your tongue talking about her. When she was a Palikana volunteer, she did a lot of good for people. You don't want to find out how far I'd go to protect her.
Noted.
So this is who Bryce is tearing up the island for?
It's okay. Introduce yourself.
Nice to meet you. My name is Lonnie.
My name's Kasuga. Ichiban Kasuga. It's nice to meet you too, Lonnie.
Thank you very much.
Which means you're Akane-san, aren't you?
That's right. Akane Kishida. I appreciate all you've been through. Just for my and Lonnie's sake. I'm very sorry.
Hey, everything we did was our choice.
Yeah, you got nothing to be sorry for. Besides, you're Kasuga's mother, aren't you? We'd have followed you into hell itself. Your boy here knows how to inspire folks.
I'm so very sorry. How troublesome must it be to have an old woman interrupt your life, claiming to be your mother?
To be honest, it still hasn't sunk in. I'm not really sure how to process all this stuff.
Don't worry. That's a very normal response. Sawashiro-san knew that I was being selfish, reaching out to you. I had to beg him before he'd do it. Still, thank you for finding me. It's good to meet you.
Oh, come on. This is embarrassing. Akane-san. It is okay to call you that, right?
Of course it is.
There's a lot we should probably talk about. But right now, your safety is top priority.
Yeah, now that we're back on land, who knows when Bryce might sniff us out.
Say, Lonnie, have you ever been to Japan?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, Akane-san's gonna take you there, all right? It's colder than it is here, but the food's great.
If we go there, Akane will be safe?
Yeah, Akane-san can rest easy, and you won't have to hide anymore.
It's true. Japan's a nice place.
Okay. Then, let's go.
All right, we should get moving. Thankfully, the Daidoji faction's here. They've got
Oh,
a lot
no.
of pull back home.
Daidoji?
Yeah, they can get you and Akane-san to Japan in a snap. That sound okay to
Oh
you,
no,
Akane-san?
is the timeline like...
Kyo-san and I knew that we could only keep hiding for so long. We'll put our faith in you from here on.
Kyo-san?
Ahem.
Great name. It suits you. Sorry, we probably should have asked.
Don't wear it out.
All right, I'm gonna make the call. Hold on a second.
Hanawa?
Yeah, he said he could arrange a flight out for us. Let's hope these guys are as good as their word.
Chitose, everything good?
Oh, yeah. Don't mind me.
Yeah, make sure it's ready. We'll bring them by soon.
Hanawa's place is kind of far from here. Think you could get us a ride? The Daidoji safe house is the best spot for Akane-san and Lonnie right now.
I can get you something sturdy, bulletproof. Driver to go with it too.
Just say the word. You may not know this, but I was a hell of a getaway driver back in the day.
You may not know this, but I'm a former cop.
How about that? Guess we'll just leave the past in the past for now.
Don't mind if we do.
Hey, I used to get away from shit like you. Hey, I used to put guys behind bars like you. Maybe we'll just... Yeah, exactly. Alright, I think this is it. So, okay. I believe this is like another point of no return. What? Oh. Okay, then. Alright. Alright, so this is the point of no return. I'm going to pause the episode. I'm going to do some extra stuff along the way. And then I will unpause when I am ready. So until then, pause. And we're back. Let's go ahead and continue this mission.
Okay.
Say, Akane-san, mind if I ask something? These people, why are they after the two of you?
It's this. It's what Lonnie's carrying.
Huh?
Lonnie, would you show him? It's okay. Kasuka-san's someone you can trust.
Okay.
A pendant? That's Polycana's insignia.
It is.
I've seen this before somewhere. Oh. Before. Bryce was wearing one that looked like that. Callan and Dana and the other Polycana followers. They all dressed pretty similar, but none of them had a pendant quite like this. No wonder it stood out at the time.
This one's unique. It's the sage of Polycana's birthright. It's been passed down through generations since the Order was founded. A sacred relic. Truly one of a kind.
One of a kind, huh? But that would mean...
Right. Therein lies the problem. You see, I met Lonnie only recently. About 2 weeks ago now, I think. It was late. Close to midnight, best as I recall. The rest of the orphanage staff had gone. The children were all asleep. I'd been catching up on paperwork, staying overtime.
Staying until midnight. I guess you had a lot of responsibility as director.
Thanks for saying so, but it's a rewarding job. Anyway, it was around then I heard a knock on the door. And there she was. Lonnie. In all my time at the orphanage, no one had ever come to us like that. Alone. In the middle of the night.
Lonnie, what brought you to Akane-san's place?
I never had a mom or dad. I grew up with my grandma. But then, Grandma got sick. She went to the hospital. They told us she wouldn't get better.
I'm really sorry.
Grandma said if she had to leave me, she needed to make sure I'd be okay. She gave me this pendant and a letter, and said that in Honolulu, there's a Polycana orphanage I should go to.
What was in the letter?
It's less of a letter, more of a will. But not from Lonnie's grandmother. It's 70 years old. Written by Polycana's sage at the time.
Now that's pretty fucking interesting.
What does it say, Akane-san?
I've memorized every word of it. If, in the event of my death, Bryce Fairchild is named Sage of Polycana, his claim must be deemed illegitimate and falsely gained. The rightful sage, as elected by our officers, shall be born only of the Mililani family. To this true successor, I bequeath our most precious heraldry.
Oh,
The Mililani family has one living heir. Lonnie. When she brought that to me, I could scarcely believe it was authentic.
yeah, I'm sure. The whole time, Bryce must have seemed like a righteous leader. You couldn't have known he was hiding anything.
That's why I fell into his trap. I called Bryce to ask him about it.
Well, you did what came naturally. That letter was way too much to handle on your own. It would have been standard procedure to inform Bryce, I'm sure.
Thank you. But standard or not, it was the worst move I could have made. I got Lonnie something to eat and called Bryce's number. Despite how late it was, Bryce immediately said he'd come over. That was when I started feeling like something was wrong. Bryce got there, acting like usual. Then he saw the pendant and the will. Before I knew it, Lonnie had a gun pointed at her. All I could do was take her hand and run away. But Bryce's men were already after us. We were being hunted. Everyone in Polygon I used to trust turned on us. But somehow, we got to Night Square, where Kyo-san was willing to give us shelter.
You were in my turf from the very start, and I never found you. Ugh, I'll never live this shit down.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Since you and Bryce are enemies, it meant Night Square was safe for them. Wait, didn't Dana say that Akane-san left a letter behind?
With all his resources, I bet the Sage has a forger on payroll.
I guess so. That means the police who gave up looking are probably with Bryce, too. Anyway, if he was ready to kill a little girl just like that, this is the real deal. That night, did he come alone? Maybe he didn't want his people learning the truth. And now every gang in Hawaii is trying to cover it up. By now, he must be desperate. Hey, Akane-san, what did the will mean about him being illegitimate?
From what I understand, the last Sage was killed in a robbery, along with his wife. Bryce claims that the Sage entrusted his pendant to him as he was dying. If falsely gained means what I think it might.
Then Bryce might have been behind that robbery, huh? Seems like the last Sage saw Bryce for what he was, according to the will. In that case, this pendant's the real thing. And Bryce's must be.
Most likely, a fake. The last Sage could have sensed something amiss and switched pendants in advance.
Probably, considering what he wrote down. Now it makes sense. Bryce would do anything to keep that secret. So this Mililani family, what happened?
They must have known the danger they'd face challenging him. Even after so long. Bryce is crazed when it comes to maintaining power.
Seems that way.
And so, the Mililani family abandoned Polycana for their own safety. Lonnie's grandmother had no ties to them. I doubt she even fully knew the pendant's true worth. She may have only thought Polycana would look after Lonnie if she had it in her possession, never realizing the danger it put her in.
This means Lonnie is the real Sage of Polycana, doesn't it?
A child shouldn't have to bear that kind of burden. Polycana has gone this long without her. There's no good reason to involve her now.
You're right. It's all gonna be okay, Lonnie. Sit tight. Let the grown-ups protect you.
The grown-ups. It's really been 45 years. You're older now than Masumi-san was the last time I saw him.
You should have seen me in my prime. Sorry you couldn't.
I should say the same thing to you, but I've always wanted to hold you again. And now, oh, you're much too big for me to pick up.
Yeah, don't want to hurt your back. The thing is, Akane-san, I know you best as the woman Arakawa-san told me about.
Hmm?
How you carried a newborn out of the hospital, doing everything you could to protect it? I mean, that's just amazing.
There was nothing amazing about it. All I did was run for my life. And when I stowed that baby away, I had given up on everything.
Akane-san, look what you're doing right now.
Running with a child. So I am. Some people never learn, do we?
You know, Arakawa-san said to me that of all the women over the years, there was only one. Even if I've only just met you, I can tell why.
Thank you for that.
Eyes on the damn road.
Of course. I'll deliver you safely. I swear on my life, boss.
Dude, this is sweet, actually. Hi, son.
Right here's good.
Damn
The Daidoji safe house is just up there.
Hold back a second. Tetsu.
All quiet. Nobody in sight.
Sachi.
Everything looks okay, boss.
Coast is clear. That's all I've got for you.
Wow.
I appreciate this, Yamai.
It's usually too late for men like us to do right by the people we came from.
Oh boy.
It's us. Kasuga and everyone.
Holy shit.
I've arranged for a private jet. We're preparing for takeoff now. Another 30 minutes or so. Feel free to rest in the meantime.
Oh, that's posh. Perks of being an evil enterprise, huh?
Well, hardly evil. We simply maintain the status quo.
Can't see much of a difference there.
Welcome. I'm pleased you're safe. I take it you're Akane-san then. At last, we've searched for some time. I'm moved to confess. I'm curious why my superiors find you so valuable.
Hanawa-san, you have any tact? Could at least try putting him at ease. Let's sit. Please.
What's wrong, Chitose-san?
Just now, I saw you trying to call someone.
What are you talking about?
Hold up. Something wrong, Chi-chan?
That's what I'd like to know. Quit playing games, Chitose-san.
Oh no.
My phone. May I have it back? Chitose-san.
Hey, Chi-chan.
Listen carefully, Ichiban. He was never the person you thought he was. Akane-san and Lani aren't safe here.
Huh?
Forgive me, please. I'm sorry. He's been blackmailing me all along. I couldn't tell you.
I'm confused. Is this some kind of private joke I don't get? Chi-chan, how could A-chan be blackmailing you? With what?
Your guess is as good as mine. Chitose-san and I just met the other day.
Hey! What are you doing?
He can move his legs just fine. The wheelchair's a goddamn front. Ichiban, think about it. You used to care for someone in a wheelchair. Masato Arakawa, right? He reminds you of him, doesn't he? That was the plan from the beginning. Get in the chair, play on your sympathies.
Wait a second. You're saying A-chan... You're saying his legs work? He can walk?
No. I'd have known. I would have been able to tell. A-chan wasn't... He's not... A-chan?
Oh, look at you. Never been a bigger sucker. Lidocaine, it's called. It's a fast-acting, localized anesthetic. At the time, I said, how hard could it be to fake being crippled? Luckily, Ebina-san insisted you'd spot an act.
Ebina? As in, Siryu clan Ebina?
Yes, yes.
The fuck?
Compromise.
Who are you?
Dwight. They know everything. Akane-san and Lani. What? They have to get out of here.
Oh, how disappointing. Chitose Fujinomiya. He never had the heart. Never could see it through. You know what's going to happen now. Your life's not worth shit.
A-chan. You bastard.
Ichiban, we don't have time. They're already here.
Who are you?
Lani!
Oh.
No! No! No!
Damn it.
We ho.
Damn it! You bastards!
We have to get her back. Damn it! I'm coming through!
Oh, man.
I'll sue you! Okay, you asked for it.
I can do this! Here we go!
Right on!
Care to dance?
Be honored!
Alright, I'll next back.
Damn! Lonnie! Damn it! Lonnie! How is everyone?
She's unconscious, but she'll be okay.
It's, not good for them.
Huh?
Hanawa's son, Wong, they were both shot. They're dead.
Damn it all.
No.
Whoa! Hanawa's son!
I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry.
Oh no. We're now at present time.
Kiryu-san, it's Kasuga.
What's happened?
Hanawa-san, he's been killed. Wong, too. And Lonnie, Polikana has her. She's gone. Forgive me. Everything. I screwed everything up.
Oh man. Rated M for mature, everyone. Here we go. Are we gonna encounter a dark Ichiban moment?
So, Eiji tipped off Dwight about the safe house. And if what he said is true, he's also got ties to Ebina. I have that right.
Yeah.
Then if he knows Dwight, I imagine he knows Bryce by way of association. That means it's Eiji, Bryce of Polikana, and Ebina of the Seiryu clan.
All of them working against us.
How could I let this happen? Everything. It's all my fault. H-chan made a fool of me.
We're dealing with someone who put himself in a wheelchair because he dug up your history with Masato Arakawa. I doubt many people could see through something so devious. So don't put this all on yourself.
Yeah, but Hanawa-san and Wong still died. Akane-san got hurt. Lonnie's still gone. And now we're looking for her all over again.
I know it's a bad situation. We're at rock bottom. It can't get much worse.
But listen, Kasuga. That's all the more reason to keep your head up. Guys like us, all we can do is swallow the pain and push forward.
Kitose. I still don't have the full story.
You said Eiji was blackmailing you? What did you mean?
I wish I could tell you, but now's hardly the time. The police could be here any minute, and I'd rather be long gone.
That said, I do need to get something off my chest. Kiryu-san. Ichiban.
Yeah?
You've heard of the Tatara channel, yeah? The one that put false accusations on Ichiban and the party, and outed Kiryu-san's existence to the world?
What about it?
The VTuber running the show, Hisoka Tatara. Well, that was me.
What?
What?
I'll demonstrate. What's up, people? Tatara channel coming at ya. Ready for another mind-blowing revelation? Cause here it is. The Dragon of Dojima's been spotted in Hawaii.
That voice.
Chichan, you're her?
Yeah. And it was Eiji who pointed me at you. He wrote the script, I did the song and dance. Now you know the truth.
I'd say that's pretty damning evidence. Still, I wouldn't have guessed it was Eiji behind all that.
Oh boy.
It's just like you said earlier. Eiji's been working with Ebina from the start. Everything he does is under Ebina's orders.
Speaking of, Ebina's starting some kind of garbage storing business with Polycana.
Yeah, I heard it from the man himself. Now I know which parts he left out.
Well, they've all been chasing Akane-san because she's sheltering Lonnie. Apparently, they thought sending Ichiban to Hawaii would help lure them out. And to see that through, Eiji's been keeping tabs on him from the moment they met on the plane. As for me, I was just another pawn in their game.
Chichan.
So it's confirmed then. We're up against Bryce, Ebina, and Eiji in the end. Not to mention Sawashiro.
The captain?
Yeah. When Tatara and Ebina outed me, it was right there with them on video.
It's true, Ichiban. You put us through some major shit over here.
No, hang on a sec. You really think that's right?
What do you mean?
I know this might sound crazy, but... Guys, I don't think the captain would put Akane-san in danger.
Huh? Ichiban, you realize who you're talking about? He'll do anything and everything to get ahead, or save his own skin. For instance, wasn't he gonna kill Akane-san just to hide his dirty secret from his boss?
But he held back. Also, it was for the young master. To give his son a better life.
And now that he's lost everything, all he's got left is making good on his debt to Arakawa-san. Think about it. Why else would he let himself get locked up for a murder he didn't commit? There's no way he'd leave Akane-san to the wolves. Not after all this.
You're that sold, huh?
Hurry it up, Ichiban. We need to go, now!
Kiryu-san, when the captain asked me to go to Hawaii, he bowed to me. I know him. Bowing his head to me, of all people, can't be just an act. That's one thing he'd never do. Me meeting Akane-san would help the captain bury one of his last regrets. That has to be why he sent me.
And Sawashiro, you really think Ebina hasn't looped him in on his real plan?
I do.
That's true. Then he might not be on Ebina's team after all.
Kiryu-san, could you talk to the captain for me? Right now, I need to go after Lonnie. If we don't act fast, she might be gone forever.
All right. We'll take this from separate angles.
If anything changes, I'll contact you right away.
Guess we've got ourselves a date with Sawashiro. Anyone lower on the totem pole won't be worth the trouble.
So, storming Seiryu HQ's on hold then?
Yeah. But first things first, we need a way to contact Sawashiro. Hey, you heard that, right? You know how to get a hold of him.
Like I tell you! Ha! Over my dead body!
If I were you, I'd choose my words more carefully.
Don't waste your breath on this asshole.
Hmm?
Hey, Sawashiro may be elusive, but he's still in my town. Think I wouldn't already have his number?
You were quick, Sonny. Something wrong, Psycho?
It's just, didn't this Eiji guy completely pull the wool over Ichiban's eyes?
Yeah.
And now Ichiban's saying Sawashiro, of all peoples, reformed. What makes him so sure? If you told me he was working for Ebina, I'd buy it. Yet somehow you believe him, don't you?
Maybe he sees something we don't. After all, isn't that one of his strengths?
How do I respond to that? That's cheating.
Well, whoever side he's on, Sawashira's still a key figure in all this.
True enough.
Okay then, let's get moving.
Right. When push comes to shove, you gotta keep your head up.
Kiryu-san.
Okay.
All right. What? Level 9. Oh boy. Oh, what's going on here?
Hello?
It's Date, Kiryu. You remember the place I brought you to the other night?
Harbor Light.
Yeah, I think so.
Come by when you're free. I'm drinking all alone at the bar.
Okay. But pace yourself till I get there.
Don't keep me waiting too long then. Might overdo it.
Well, we got a bucket list, so it's time for a Date bucket list. I will record this, by the way.
So, let's catch up. For the record, Taichi's safely back in Okinawa by now. Saw him off at the airport personally. Bought him enough tchotchkes to fill a duffel bag. That cabaret fight shouldn't sour his memories of the city.
Good. Taichi's lucky to have you looking out. Thank you, Date-san.
Hang on. Too early to start thanking me. We need to talk about what's next.
Hmm?
Come on. Taichi's far from the only one you've shut out. You've been dead to the world how many years?
That's what I'm supposed to be. Dead men don't keep in touch. The Daidoji faction made that clear. They only back me as long as I stick to the shadows.
Then what happens now? There's video evidence of Kazuma Kiryu still walking the earth. Force majeure, as the French call it, out of our hands. Daidoji say anything about that yet?
No, nothing so far.
As I thought, they're not omnipotent anyway. Not half as much as they were.
What are you trying to say, Date-san?
Only that, the way I see it, the Daidoji faction has reason to loosen your leash a bit. If circumstances align for a near miss or two with old friends, they'll likely be too occupied to care.
Maybe. But you're forgetting. I keep my promises, whether I'm forced to or not.
Oh, I'm well aware. But seeing Taichi didn't make you break your word, did it? You keep your distance, they never know you're there. I'm sure the Daidoji won't raise a stink.
And if I were one of them, I'd be none too happy.
Bloody hell. Does that backbone of yours ever bend? How about this, then? You know what Kamurocho's like these days. With the Tojo and Omi put to pasture, the Yakuza are just a memory. Petty criminals filled that gap. Better or worse, they're too insignificant to pin down. Cops have nothing to hold on to with them.
I get it. So what?
Some Kamurocho folk think it's worse than ever. Reminds me, Akiyama's gone quiet lately.
Akiyama? Can't find him? Date-san, when was the last time you two spoke?
Just after the dissolution, I suppose. He caught wind Kazuma Kiryu might have had a hand in it. Akiyama went hunting for anything he could find, but came back with nothing more than rumors. He rang me up late one night during his investigations. I've tried calling him since, but there's never an answer. He might have finally left town.
What? So he just disappeared? Do you even know if he's alive?
The thought occurred to me, so I've kept a watch going. If he shows up, the police will know. Are you worried? He's just one of plenty you've turned your back to, after all.
I'm concerned now that I know he's missing. Akiyama's a special case, however.
Maybe so. I'd venture to say, as he goes, so too goes the city. We both know, regardless of all that, Akiyama's not your only concern.
Tell me what you want from me, Date-san.
I thought I'd been clear. This whole bucket kick list of yours is an opportunity. You and the Daidoji can stay honest with each other while we get you some closure on things. Leave everything to me. Akiyama, too. I'll dig him up somehow.
Date-san.
Who else out there do you need to see? Think. Kamurocho's got a lot of faces. You spent practically half your life on those streets.
The people who meant the most to me are dead. Kazuma-san, Yumi, even Nishiki. I still visit their graves. In fact, I was just there recently. To say I'll be with them soon.
God's sake. All right, let's focus on the ones who are still above ground. Because, like it or not, that includes you, for now. So who else,
Date-san, spending time with you is good enough. Really, you're the best friend I've held on to.
That's very sweet of you and all, but promise that you'll give it more thought. I mean, I know there's more than just me.
Kamurocho locals that I knew. Well, I guess there's Kazuki and Yuya.
There you go. That's a great call, in fact. Kazuki and Yuya. They're doing well, last I checked.
Okay.
As you know, Stardust fell to the Korean Mafia some time back, but it's up and running again.
Is that so?
Yep, now that we have that settled, I only have to come up with a plan. Some way the Daidoji faction will write off as a coincidence, just in case. Like with Taichi, we need the perfect setting. Give me a bit of time.
Whatever you say. I'll go along with this because I trust you. Thanks, Date-san.
Stop it. This is something I want to do. There's no need for one word of appreciation.
So Date wants to set up meetings and make it so it's a coincidence. before I trigger the next part, I have to once again check on Kamurocho. I don't see anything, so we'll carry on to the next part of the story.
I see you got here quick. Should have known you two would hustle.
Hey!
Yeah, what took
Zhao! Jungi-han.
Hey, Zhao! Jungi-han!
How are you? It's been so long.
Indeed. I see you two are as lively as ever.
Well, hello there. Taichi Suzuki-san.
I've seen you two around.
He used to lead the Yokohama Liumang. And I'm sure you remember Jungi-han.
Sunny filled me in on the details, including those about your condition.
Did she? Guess that saves us some time. Who are they?
Some local detectives. I call them up every now and again to keep me informed on Ijincho's latest and greatest. They're still in the trial phase, of course.
All right, he's got a network
No,
going.
looks like your detective doesn't recognize our man Kiryu-san.
Well, ignorance is bliss, as they say.
So that's what's up. Sawashiro's a hard man to read, I'll admit. Depending on how deep he's in with Ebina, we may want to rethink our approach.
The Seiryu clan's been similarly hard to read after Takabe, their next chairman, went to prison. But hearing this puts a lot into perspective.
Yeah? How so?
It goes back to Takabe's arrest. He was suspected of handing his men illegal firearms. Apparently there was a rat, and now it's smelling more and more like Ebina.
Why?
I heard a Seiryu clan informant leaked the details that led to Takabe's arrest. Now, if Ebina was truly after a second great dissolution, he wouldn't need his superior out of the picture. So at the time, we never pinned him as the traitor. However, if the dissolution is merely a ruse, and his true goal was to take the reins of the Seiryu clan, then it's all but certain that Takabe's arrest is his doing.
Is it possible he wanted to split up the Yakuza, but then change his mind after swearing up himself?
Or maybe he joined the Seiryu clan intending to take over from the start. And to do that, he even sacrificed his career with the police.
Why do all that, though?
That's what I'd like to know.
Actually, if Sawashiro's always sticking around Ebina, I bet he'd have some clue.
Yeah. Assuming he's not on board with Ebina's plans like Kasuga says.
Well, Sunny already knows how to contact the guy. Let's just dial him up and see if he'll talk. Long as Ebina's not breathing down his neck.
Zhao and Jungi-han. My best friend, Tempest, will love to see those two again.
What's up?
Alright, let's call him.
Sawashiro speaking.
It's Kiryu. We need to talk.
Kiryu-san.
Where are you right now? Your boss there with you?
Before we get lost in the weeds, care to tell me what this is about?
I just want to have a conversation. Somewhere Ebina isn't around.
Well, that's unfortunate. Now, things are rather busy on my end. As you may be aware, I've got my hands full training our men for Hawaii.
You're nothing but a talking head to those men. And your hands are full doing what exactly? Wiping Ebina's ass?
Cute. If it was Ichi who said that, I'd have slit his throat right now.
Then maybe you should say that to my face. Or are you too much of a coward?
I'm at the Seiryu clan warehouse at the docks. Nanba should know how to get there.
I trust Ebina won't be there listening?
No. But it won't be a private meeting. We've got men posted up at every corner. And I doubt they'll appreciate intruders, so don't go expecting a warm welcome.
Fair enough.
Well, if you're that dead set on it, I won't bother talking you down. Best of luck.
Okay. He's
So,
alone,
how
but
should we
he's
take that
warning
exactly?
us.
If we go see Sawashiro, we'll be facing down enemies left and right.
Yep, sure sounded like it.
If you ask me, I think Sawashiro wanted to meet us.
Yeah?
Just think about it. If he wasn't interested, he never would have given his location or the warning at the end. In fact, it's almost like he was sending an SOS.
Wait a sec. So does this mean he's actually on our side?
We don't know that for certain.
Hell, let's get our asses over to him then.
However, there's a chance we're playing right into his hand. Meaning once we set foot into that warehouse, we'll have to go through hordes of Yakuza only to find Ebina waiting.
Then how do we know whether Sawashiro's lying or not?
Only way to know for sure is to pay him a visit.
As risky as it sounds, I guess we don't have much choice.
Guess not.
Okay. Then why don't I lend you a hand?
Huh?
Huh? What? I'm not invited?
No, we could use your help, if it's all right.
You think I'd rather chill here and let Sunhee hog all the fun?
No, but think about it. If you two make a big scene, it could disturb what little piece hangs in the balance.
That's why we have you to keep the scales from tipping.
You make it sound so simple.
I won't deny that we could use an extra ally. But given your position, won't it cause problems for you to start a fight with the Seiryu clan?
Hey, there are problems in Ijincho as it is. And we've got the Seiryu themselves to thank. And it's them who started this shit. So I say, we shove some back in their faces. Besides, if I let my position hold me back, what kind of lame-ass friend would I be? That isn't stopping you, right? Whoops. May have spoken out of turn there.
No, I think I'm the one who's guilty of that. Forgive me. I take it you're on board?
Huh, I suppose. I won't welcome him with open arms or anything, but maybe a pat on the head will do.
Sheesh. What do I gotta do to get on your good side? It's all good. Let's get out there and kick some ass together.
Yeah! Ciao.
Hell yeah. Zhao's back to spice up the party.
At this point, we're basically unstoppable, right?
Must be nice, having all the fun to yourselves.
Oh, he's acting it. Oh. Ah. Brand new gang on the scene. Well then, I can't imagine you're just gonna ignore them, eh? Right. What better way to sharpen our skills?
Got it.
West of Carriage Highway. So what? Oh, that's right. We got Zhao in our party, which means now we have Zhao's link ready to go. What the? It's over here. What time? Screw it. We're going in. Heads up, everyone. We're going to do a memory. Train at the abandoned building. I will do what?
Would you like dinner, or a bath, or me? Do wives really say that?
No.
Never.
Oh. Well, that settles that.
It's such a... Hello?
It's Dante, Kiryu.
Dante!
Could you come to the Harbor Light if you're free? We'll make for Kamurocho from there. Be sure that you're ready.
Understood. I'll come soon.
Dante, you fuck!
Would you like dinner, or a bath, or me? Do wives really say that?
No.
Never.
Oh. Well, that settles that.
It's such a staple of fiction, though. Surely someone must have said it at least once.
See? You understand, Kiryu-san. Let's suppose we leave the or me out of it. Meal or bath? Which do you go for first? That's all I was curious about anyway. I wasn't trying to be chauvinistic.
I'm not sure then. I think I'd want to get clean first.
Think I'd go with dinner. An empty stomach's too distracting.
Ah, sounds like the vote is split. Kiryu-san, where do you stand?
A bath first. I need to wash the day off of myself before I settle down to eat.
Kiryu-san, that's how you feel, huh?
Well, how about you, Zhao?
Dinner. That way I can wash off any oil splatters and junk in the bath later.
Oh, interesting. You're thinking from the cook's point of view.
Oh, well, I guess a man can dream.
So you do want some little submissive housewife?
If you like, I'll ask it to you.
That would be a true honor.
Alright, that's actually pretty funny. Do I recommend this game? Hell yeah. Would you need to read up on some history? Big time.
This brings back memories.
Reminiscing. What was I doing? Oh, we've already done a memory, but that's it. Alright, everyone. Well, that's the end of the episode. Gonna do some stuff, you know, off camera. But eventually, I'll be happy to show the overpowered team that we'll be getting very soon. And I'll see you all in the next video. So until then, see ya!